Alderman Art Woods.
Here.
Alderman Currielli.
Here.
Alderman Messina.
Here.
Alderman Jacob.
Here.
Alderman Sismarski.
Here.
Alderman Ames.
Here.
Alderman Artie Woods.
Here.
Alderman Catalano.
Here. All right, motion, we have a forum, excuse me. Okay, so I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of June 8th, 2023. Need a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Any changes to the minutes? If there are none, all in favor say
Aye.
Aye.
motion carries. Report and recommendation, lot consolidation at 470 Arbor Lane. Director Springer, you have a brief presentation?
Thank you, Chairman.
Take it away.
I actually don't have slides
Okay.
unless you want me to pull some up. I think I do have something if you really desire it. But this is a request from the property owner, who is Nicole Judas, and she'd like to combine a 50-foot lot that's currently vacant with a remnant 16-foot lot, which is immediately adjacent and undeveloped, into a single lot, which is 66 feet wide, in order to create a conforming lot. Because the minimum lot width is 65 feet. She purchased the 50-foot wide lot in September of '22, and then she bought the adjacent 16 feet from her father in February. And she wants to combine them both to make a proper size developable lot, and she has already submitted for building permit. Obviously, we can't issue the building permit until the plat of consolidation is approved. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? Go ahead, Alderman Messina.
That 16-foot property that was acquired, can you tell us a little bit more about that property? I know there's some history behind that.
So back in 2005, her father purchased a larger tract of land. It was annexed in 2005, and then he subdivided the property into a number of lots in 2008. The corner property was, he would have bought the 50-foot wide lot as well, but I think the property owner wasn't inclined to sell at the time. And so he brought an 85-foot wide lot plus the 16. He only needed an 85-foot lot at the corner to make it conforming, so there was always this leftover 16 feet. But he did build a home on the corner. And now his daughter would like to has purchased the 50-foot lot when it became available. That remnant is still hanging around there, and that's what they'd like to combine into a single lot.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No.
I'll make a motion to approve the lot consolidation at 470 Arbor Lane.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. Thank you. Next is items to consider at future meetings. We have the Bensonville Park District Special Use, that's coming up August the 10th. And then we have the Data Center Route 83, that's either coming up August or September. And we have also the Building Code Amendments, that's coming up summer or fall. And last, we have the post-construction variation fines coming up in fall. Do we have any other items to consider at future meetings? If not, I'll make a motion to adjourn. Second. All in favor, say
Aye.
motion carries. Thank you.
Calling the Public Works Committee to order. Let the minute taker note the same people are here present. I make a motion to approve the minutes of June 8th, 2023.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Report and recommendation. We have a few today. First is approval of a proposal from H&H Electric for the fiscal year 2024 streetlight installation project in an amount not to exceed $40,559.52. That would be by motion.
Second.
Okay, any questions? Okay, roll call, please.
Alderman Art Woods.
Yes.
Alderman Currielli.
Yes.
Alderman Messina.
Yes.
Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Sismarski.
Yes.
Alderman Ames.
Yes.
Alderman Artie Woods.
Yes.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Okay, that passes. I make approval of an agreement between the City of Wooddale and Chicagoland Paving Contractors Incorporated for the fiscal year 2024 pavement patching program in an amount not to exceed $134,562.50. That'll be my motion.
Second?
Okay. Any questions? Okay, roll call, please.
Alderman Artwoods,
Yes.
Alderman Currielli,
Yes.
Alderman Messina,
Yes.
Alderman Jacob,
Yes.
Alderman Sismarski,
Yes.
Alderman Ames,
Yes.
Alderman Artie Woods,
Yes.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
That passes. Approval of an agreement between the City of Wooddale and Globe Construction Incorporated for the fiscal year 2024 sidewalk replacement program in an amount not to exceed $55,000. That'll be my motion as well.
Second?
Okay. Do we have any questions? Okay. Alderman Messina?
I don't know if you ended up getting clarity on this, but.
Yeah, I did.
Chairman, okay, I did not get clarity. So 55,000 is what the amount not to exceed. We had a bid come in for 77, and we budgeted 65. So, can you explain that?
Chairman?
Thank you, Chairman. So we budget $65,000 a year for all of our concrete work. That includes the sidewalk replacement program as well as any one-off repairs for water main breaks. So the $75,000 or so that the bid came in at included some unit pricing that was extraordinarily high for certain areas that we feel we can get better pricing through our usual concrete contractor in the future. So we recommend capping the program at $55,000 and leaving a little room for those one-off projects that we need for water main break repairs and such. And then we'll add a little bit more to our regular contractor throughout the year.
Alderman Messina?
And he'll still honor that pricing?
Yeah, we cleared it with the contractor that he'll honor his unit pricing.
Okay.
Okay, anything further? Roll call, please.
Alderman Artwoods,
Yes.
Alderman Currielli,
Yes.
Alderman Messina,
Yes.
Alderman Jacob,
Yes.
Alderman Sismarski,
Yes.
Alderman Ames,
Yes.
Alderman Artie Woods,
Yes.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
That passes. Next, letter to Addison Township regarding request to close Second Avenue. That would be my motion.
Second.
Do we have any questions? Okay. Roll call, please. Oh, Alderman Messina?
Yeah, I'm just more of a comment, right? I know it's administrative. Some folks are here today. We lost a month and a half, but I respect that we had to go through this administratively. For anybody that cares, there is the original pork chop that was there prior to repaving of 83 in 2022. And then there's a picture underneath that of what it is today, which is nothing, right street. Also in your packet is the plat. I think there was a question of number of exits, so I've asked the HOA president here in case there are questions. There already were 2 entrances and exits. That third one was there for a development that was there prior, the 4 homes, which is unincorporated. So that was there prior to us. We already have 2 exits. Hopefully I made that clear with that. What I didn't make multiple copies of, but I'm happy to pass it out, is a signed petition notarized by every single person in that subdivision. Happy to pass it out if that will help. I also went to Bensonville, and I got a tour of every one of those streets adjoining. So Spruce Avenue in Itasca, I got a picture of what they did to close off 83, a picture of Spruce Avenue in Nordic and what they did to close off that street. Another one on Spruce and Hawthorne and what they did. Another one on Spruce and Argyle. I went over to Franklin Park, to Manheim and Gage. I think this is when the mayor talked about ballards, so that's something else pictured. It really was just trying to help everybody understand what other cities have done to address it. Went to Elmhurst at Route 83 and 3rd Street, and they fixed the problem a different way. Now that I live in the middle of nowhere, I met with Hinsdale's Public Works, and he showed me 2 ways that they blocked it off on 55th Street. So 2 other examples as well. So happy to share it, happy to share any petitions. I don't want to complicate it. I think from what I understood, the objection last time was administrative, but thank you for your consideration.
With that, a roll call, please.
Alderman Artwoods,
No.
Alderman Currielli,
No.
Alderman Messina,
Yes.
Alderman Jacob,
Yes.
Alderman Sosmarsky,
No.
Alderman Ames,
No.
Alderman Artie Woods,
No.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
That fails. Next, approval of an agreement between the City of Wooddale and Robinson Engineering for the fiscal year 2024 management of the industrial pretreatment program in an amount not to exceed $100,000. That would be my motion.
Second?
Any questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Artwoods,
Yes.
Alderman Currielli,
Yes.
Alderman Messina,
Yes.
Alderman Jacob,
Yes.
Alderman Sosmarsky,
Yes.
Alderman Ames,
Yes.
Alderman Artie Woods,
Yes.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
That passes. Next, Community Development Department renovations. I make a motion to approve.
Second?
Any questions? Go ahead, Alderman Ames.
Do we have to put money on here? Because I know there was a dollar limit that was listed on the,
Yeah, so the
Packet?
recommended proposal is an amount not to exceed $27,700.
Okay, I would add to not to exceed that amount.
I agree, yeah, to not exceed $27,700 to amend my motion. Second, I guess.
Okay, roll call, please.
Alderman Artwoods,
Yes.
Alderman Currielli,
Yes.
Alderman Messina,
Yes.
Alderman Jacob,
Yes.
Alderman Sosmarsky,
Yes.
Alderman Ames,
Yes.
Alderman Artie Woods,
Yes.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
That passes. Items to be considered at future meetings. Senior Grass Program amendments, August 10th. Senior Snowplow Program, August 10th. Ward 1 Stormwater Project Engineering, August 10th. Do we have anything additional? Okay, with that, I'm going to make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
We are adjourned.
I'd like to call to order the Finance and Administration Committee. If the minute taker can please note that the same members are present. I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of the June 8th, 2023 Finance and Administration Committee meeting.
Second.
We do all in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That's approved. I do have one report and recommendation for the Marino sales tax agreement. Do we have a presentation on that, or?
Just a real quick overview.
Yes.
Basically, we have Marino's Restaurant, as you know, a valued member of the community for many years now, looking to expand their business, had purchased a city-owned parcel some time ago. As part of their approval process for their new building, the city council was interested in requesting them to add on a rooftop dining area or rooftop deck. As part of that request, Marino's went back and looked at the numbers to figure out how much additional that would be on their project cost, and those materials were put in your packet, and staff had been going back and forth with them for a few meetings to come to some sort of idea on how these numbers could work with a sales tax sharing agreement. You have that in your packet as well. A sales tax sharing agreement is not outside of the norm. The city has entered into a number of those in the past. All have been successful, either recruiting new businesses to town or keeping current businesses in town, as referenced by Patterson Dental. So it's not only for new businesses, but we have issued it to current businesses as well. I did include all of the terms from the previous sales tax agreements, so you can see kind of how some of those were structured. And Marino's did ask specifically for certain terms of a deal, which are also included in the packet. So I guess tonight, Marino's is here, we're all here, and we can kind of vet out if we want to do that deal and what the terms of the deal would be. And then if you're going to ask any complex mathematical equations, please refrain from doing that and wait for Brad to come back.
Fair enough. Thank you very much. Alderman Art Woods.
Thank you. I think there's a couple pieces to this, but one of the ones I think we can eliminate from the motion, and that was the stormwater piece that they asked for relief, because that's already been vetted through the building department, through zoning and our stormwater engineers. That's not a requirement, so that's a non-issue for this evening, right? That doesn't have to be part of anything we do. That being said, I'll make a motion to approve a waiver of the building permit fees associated with the construction of the new Marino's restaurant, inclusive of the rooftop deck, as presented to staff in an amount of up to $50,000. And 2, approve a tax rebate agreement of 1% of the 1% regular city sales tax generated by the new Marino's restaurant in an amount equal to $350,000, and upon receipt of same, the rebate agreement shall become void. Motion shall be contingent upon city attorney approval. That's my motion.
Second.
Manager Mermes.
So just to explain that motion a little bit, I think there was...
I didn't explain it better enough?
There was some
Or
questions
better?
in reference to the building permit fees associated with the project in the letter. I did talk with Director Springer. We don't have an exact amount yet because we're a little early on in the process, but building department's estimating somewhere around $45,000, $50,000 for those fees. And when Alderman Art Woods references the 1% sales tax, keep in mind that's only one portion of our sales tax revenue from businesses. We also have a 1% non-home rule sales tax, which we never negotiate or share with businesses. So the 1% reference is just the regular 1%, which is what we normally negotiate with businesses.
Thank you. Mayor, please.
Yeah, I know Alderman Woods mentioned the sewers, but that's a question I asked. There is going to be sewers in the parking lot, and they're just going to drain to ash for normal draining.
Yeah, there was a question on stormwater requirements, perhaps an underwater vault. Since then, the city's engineer, Burke Engineering, did review it a little bit closer, determined that they do not need an underground vault anymore, or any stormwater variations, because the site was previously all impervious. So all they would need is some simple catch basins piping over to Ash Street for stormwater.
Thank you. Alderman Art Woods.
Yeah, for some clarity, the added benefit or the difference between the sites too is before, as Mr. Mermes said, that the original site was 100% covered. So under the rules, we could technically go to the same. We're stopped from doing that because of lot coverage rules. So I think that the lot coverage is somewhere around the 80%, so 20% of the lot isn't covered, acting as stormwater relief. Second to that, to meet the zoning lot coverage, I believe, they had to add the permeable pavers in the parking lot. Am I correct, Mr. Marshall?
Correct.
Yeah, so that also affords some stormwater relief, that along with the sewers, the pipes and stuff that they have to put in. So we actually get a secondary benefit from them meeting the zoning code. So it's...
Thank you. I have a question though. How will the stormwater be impacted, or do we anticipate from what we're doing by the Metro right away, the project there? Does that flow? Does one flow into each other?
No, they would be, it's totally independent,
Okay.
not related at all.
All right, thank you. Are there any other questions or comments? Okay, and we had a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Art Woods,
Yes.
Alderman Currielli,
Yes.
Alderman Messina,
Yes.
Alderman Jacob,
Yes.
Alderman Sosmarsky,
Yes.
Alderman Ames,
Yes.
Alderman Artie Woods,
Yes.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
And that motion carries. Items to be considered at future meetings, IT assessment in August, IT device allowance in the fall. Does anyone have any other items to add? There being none, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.